Hey, everybody, welcome in, welcome in.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for being here. Scott, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. I am here set up. I know it kind of looks the same, but I am in my new place. So we have a new little setting. So it's always good to be in a new place.
It's exciting. You know, a move like that, it's exciting. Changing houses. Stressful, but exciting.
Yes, yes. I tried to put everything back on the shelves exactly how it was, but my memory is not the best. So it looks kind of how it did last week.
Good, good, good. So what's going on with the controversial cruising channel today or this week?
Controversial cruising. So I actually got myself a controversial cruising shirt here.
He's
That'll
got
be
some merch, people.
little bit of merch. It's version one. So this is the one that is going to go on the Carnival Jubilee with me, and then we'll see after. Hopefully in a month or so, we'll get some made up. Maybe give away some for trivia or give away some on our show or something like that. So thought that would be kind of fun. But I got
That
it
will
from
be.
Sticker Mule. Actually, they sent me a cool coaster too. So I don't know if anybody's
Good.
used Sticker Mule, but I like them.
I've seen it. I haven't used it, but I've seen them.
They're super easy. Honestly, I had the shirt in 3 days, and I had the proof
Wow.
in less than 15 minutes, and the proof approved in 40 minutes. So, I mean,
Wow.
like that.
I forget exactly how long it took mine. I did mine under. I'd have to look it up, but the spread shop, I think. And
Okay.
it was easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through these comments real quick. It looks like we got about 60 comments, so I'm gonna run through these real quick, and then we go ahead and get started with the topic. So let's see, cruising on the high seas and travel. Welcome in, Rob. How's it going? Let me make sure I get my cursor in the right place. My mouse is sticking on me. Why is that?
My
There we
mouse
go.
was acting too today, honestly.
Controversial cruising. He's in the house. Lots of changes coming to cruising industry. There is. It's a ton of great changes. Embarkation Nation, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Embarkation Nation.
And Clock Family Adventures, welcome in. Destination Fun, welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here as always.
Fuck, deep.
Journeys with June and Brady, welcome in. Appreciate it. Carnival Cruise Addicts, thanks for being here.
CCA.
The Fat Last Story, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Over in the UK, thanks for being here. Bamanola, thanks for coming in. Najuma Brown, thank you for being in here, my friend. Scratch and Pete, welcome as always. Scratch and Pete is everywhere.
Everywhere. Hello, Scratch and Pete.
MID Fun. For those that didn't know, Fat Lass is Leanne. She had another channel and she's changed channel names. Team Reese, welcome in. Thanks for being in here, Team Reese.
Hello, Team Reese.
Moonlight Adventures. Josh, if this is you, I'm leaning towards MSC, Scott. Josh. I just got off one. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow, but I'm leaning MSC. I'm feeling MSC. They did better on the food this evening or the last trip. So I just absolutely love the ships.
You're piquing my interest. I'll tell you that. Every single.
I've only been on two.
I know, but now I'm like, ooh, maybe my MSC feelers are up.
And the price is right. Event Yours of Spirits, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Ventures.
And Massey 7777, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. Orange
Hello,
Cone
Mara.
Vlog, Ross, welcome in.
Hello, Orange.
Appreciate you being here, Ross. Ross, I sent you a message today. Hopefully you got it. Everybody saying hi.
Thank you.
Zoom through all this. If you have a question and I skip over it, just type it again. Put a couple of Q's up there so I know it's a question. Paul, welcome in. PSV Odyssey, thank you again. Thank you for announcing this morning that we were going live. So we appreciate it. We always do. Even if we don't say it, we always appreciate it.
Always, always.
Will G, welcome in. Welcome in.
Will G.
Orange Cone Vlog. Big news coming this Friday night.
Tune in.
Kathy Mills, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend.
Hello, Kathy Mills.
You see your slogan up there, stay strong and embrace the journey. Kathy Mills and Eric B were the ones that helped me with that slogan. Bone Tired Travelers, welcome in. Denise, I'm sure that's you. Welcome in. Hope Dwayne is doing well. And the nephew.
Oh, she said Bill too, Bill.
Bill. Antoinette at Fun, welcome in. Welcome in. Keisha, I skipped over you. I'm sorry. Welcome in, Keisha.
Hello,
Thank you so much. So, Scott, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we are going to be talking about all of the changes happening in the cruise industry in 2024. And not only just the changes, but also the reason why. I think a lot of people are covering the fact that these changes are happening, but they're not actually going into the why. And the why is very, very important, especially for cruisers, especially like me and you, Bill, who are going to be cruisers for a really long time. Things that have happened a few years ago are now kind of impacting those changes, let's just say. I mean, on the rise, we've already covered this in a previous live, but as far as 2024 goes, solo cruising is on the rise, as we know, and solo cabins. You are a solo cruiser. I am too as well. We have remote destinations, obviously your bucket list cruises, as we've done a live on that too as well, and bigger and bigger ships too as well. So in 2024. So what are your thoughts kind of on that as far as our past lives before we go into the actual topic?
Well, I mean, this is going to kind of lead into the topics,
Uh-huh.
and one of the big things for me is the rising prices of cruising. The, I mean, I believe it's Norwegian actually has the nerve to charge a single cruiser more than two people in the cabin. So not. I mean, I've always paid double. And Scott, you've paid double,
Yep.
but you didn't pay the port charges twice. So I mean, again, okay, it's what I have to pay. But now, if you're traveling solo, let's say for two people, port charges and cabin included is $3,000. They want to charge a solo cruiser $3,300,
Yep.
and I'm praying that this trend doesn't catch on. To me, that's it's absolutely mind-boggling that they would do that. The reasoning behind it was, well, if there was another person in the cabin, they would spend money. So instead of buying one T-shirt, you'd buy two. Instead of buying, one, whatever, one drink, you'd be buying more than one. So
Double
I,
drink, double Wi-Fi.
yeah, it's tough for me. I mean, as far as the prices, so that's one of the main changes that I'm looking at. But there's a ton of changes. A lot has to do with the pandemic, but then a lot has to do with supply and demand. So we'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely. And I'm going to actually, to segue into our topic, I'm actually going to skip down to 4 on our list here, topic 4. So cruise ships now, every single cruise ship that you see out there is aiming to sail over 100% capacity. And what does that exactly mean? That means if they can jam 4 people in a room, and that's a family, that doesn't mean it 4 single guys or 4 girls, doesn't matter. It could be families, it could be bachelorette parties. If they can shove the maximum amount of people in those rooms, they are going to have people spending more money on board. They're going to have people wanting to return to cruising more and more. And they're going to, in turn, make more money as a cruise company if they can sail over 100%. And now that was never really pushed as much as it's being pushed now for cruise companies to sail over that 110% or close to 110%, let's just say. And a lot of that does consequently come from the pandemic, and a lot of those cruise companies, or all of the cruise companies, being in a financial loss from 2020. And now we know kind of 2024, 2023 is kind of like that full jump back into cruising without masks, and where people feel safe to go back on cruising. And I would say 2024 is kind of really that year. And they know that this year, with the demand up to sail at that over 110% capacity, they can at least make up a little bit of that revenue that they lost for the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay, well, so does that mean when they make the revenue back that they're going to drop prices back down and give us a break? And again, I think just the demand, because so many people and people, like we talked about it before, people like you and I, we talking about the love of cruising. You got me over here talking about MSC and how much I love MSC, and you're talking about you want to try it. As you increase that demand for a product, most of the time that product, especially if it's a limited quantity product, cabins on a cruise ship, it's going to increase the price. Carnival was always pretty good as far as keeping down prices. Even their prices are going up there.
Yeah.
So
I guess as solo cruisers, Bill, honestly, I guess for me and you, I guess the only thing that we could do is hope for companies like Virgin Voyages definitely awards the solo cruiser. I believe, I don't think Royal does, or Norwegian does. I know there's another company out there that does definitely do a solo cabin rate.
yeah, but I think it's going up.
I mean, yes, it is going up for sure. Everything is going up. Preface that. But they're at least not double. They're at least giving you some sort of break for just being a solo cruiser.
Let me run down this chat real quick. Team Reese Travels, I missed the restart cruising prices. I was saying that the other day. My goodness, back when they were paying me to go on a cruise, I loved it. I know they couldn't keep that up, but I loved it. Kathy Mills,
We all do.
I believe Celebrity is the one sticking to the solo cruiser on some cruises. And I'm gonna have to look into it. I forget which was what. For some reason, I thought it was Norwegian, but Norwegian does have solo cabins. So I'm gonna do some research into that because I thought it was Royal. I mean Norwegian, not the solo cabins, the regular cabins. That if I had to go solo, that I had to pay more than what it would have cost two people to pay for that cabin. But I'm gonna check into that, Kathy. Chet, God, welcome in.
Kathy's, I think, right too, because my parents, the cruise that they just canceled, they were going with my aunt, who's a widow, and she got a good solo rate on a cabin by
On
herself.
Celebrity? Okay.
Yeah.
Chet, welcome in, saying hi.
Hey, Chet.
People saying that Kal-El Daily Superman, welcome in. Appreciate you being here.
Kal-El.
Change gonna come. Change is gonna come. That would have been a good song. When I was looking for a song to put on the little commercial for this show. Change is gonna. That would have been a good one. Where were you, Kal-El? Where were you earlier? Gators everywhere. Gators. Talking to Bamanola. He was out. It looked like in a rainstorm today. I was looking for them. Those ponds on the golf course has plenty of gators in them. No thanks. You can keep the gators.
I caught somebody live before he was.
I did too.
It was raining.
A Carnival Cruise Addict. You're like me. Had to Google Pyrogay, whatever it is. I had no clue. I highlighted it. I just didn't even try to say it. Bone tired. Flat bottom canoe with a stick. Yikes. No, they will not. Just like my half-gallon carton of ice cream never came back. Lower prices are long gone. Randy, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Randy.
Kal-El says greedy.
It's greedy. Greed.
Yes, I read Celebrity as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that to get exactly. I could be blaming the wrong company, so I'm gonna look into that. Bud Files, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Hello, peoples. Hello, Bud.
Journeys with June and Brady. Aunt June and Uncle Brady will have to have T-shirts got to take to Alaska. Nice.
Gotcha, guys.
P-roll. Okay, P-roll. Bama is telling me how to say it. P-roll. There's a Q-U-E at the end. What's the? Maybe I'm P-roll. P-roll Q. P. Bill, look no further. We promised it was Celebrity. Look no further. The one thing that I have learned is always just look it up yourself, because when it goes wrong, I want to be able to blame me and not. Well, I had 5 people in my Facebook group. They told me it was this, and they can't be wrong.
Trust but verify.
Scrolls, and it was a short, and I wouldn't have got a copyright strike. It's when you try to do long form content is when you usually get copyright strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. And fake news, blame Bill.
Blame.
Don't blame me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me do one thing real quick. There we go. Don't forget to hit that like button, as June and Brady so graciously say. Don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And do we have a poll too, Armstrong?
I did not get it up. When I put it up there, it ran into some kind of problem and it wouldn't let me post the poll. So I don't have the poll. We can maybe have people answer it in the
chat. Yeah.
In the chat.
Well, I mean, it's just a simple question. I just want to know. I know we have like 5 more topics to go over, but are the cruise changes that you're seeing come in 2024, is that going to hold you back from cruising? Y for yes or N for no. And you can put a reason to as well. Say, and I'm actually going to start looking at land-based vacations, or we're going to Disney instead because Royal Icon of the Seas was too much. So I just want to know, kind of feel out the chat, what you guys are kind of thinking about all the price hikes and all those other things. We got some other things that we're going to go over too. So,
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot, Scott. You tell us how are these changes, mostly price hikes, but any other things that might change you as far as your cruising schedule for 2024?
Any of them that might change. Okay, so this is going to be, this kind of is going to segue into a controversial next topic, right? Because our chat and our followers are all different ages of the spectrum, right? We got all different ages that follow and sub to us. But cruise companies now, right, are aiming to attract younger travelers with expanding offers and newer offerings. Historically, the demographic of cruisers have been older. However, cruise lines know now in 2023 and 2024, about 88% of millennials and 86% of Gen X cruisers who have cruised say they plan to cruise again. And they know those younger families and that younger generation are going to, in turn, right, make them more money, right? So you're saying to me, right, and let's just put this in a different perspective. Let's just say I worked from home, right? And now cruise companies are attracting because they have Wi-Fi. They have all the things where I can go and I can work at sea for the day and I can go and hang out at night, right? So they're kind of going after a market that they know that they can kind of go after, that's going to kind of bring them afloat. So I don't think, for me, any of the changes that are going on Armstrong are going to affect my cruising. And I don't know. It's just really interesting.
Well, I gotta acknowledge Karen Doff Paranormal. I appreciate you, Karen, for all the way from Australia with the super chat. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let me get the. Why is this not? There we go.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money,
Dollar, dollar, ching, ching, bling, bling, the chatter.
Dollar, bling, bling, ching, ching. And thank you, Karen, so much. Again, you always, you never have to, but it's always appreciated, as I believe Kevin from Tuber Chat would say. Thank you so much. I got to admit, the pricing has made me rethink a lot of different things. And I will be looking for deals, how to get deals, cruising more out of season probably. And I don't see it going down. Another thing where it's going to affect me is like the price of internet. Before, I never thought about buying internet like for the entire cruise. If I was doing a 7-day cruise, I usually never thought anything about it. But now, my goodness, the prices are going up. And it's like, it's not going up. It's going up like 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I mean, what has changed that, you got to go up on the price of water on Carnival is getting to a point. It's like, well, I'm about to find some canned waters I can bring in on the ship myself.
Absolutely. It's all the continued nickel and diming, over the things that are being not even just hiked up a few percent. We're seeing them hiked up 30, 40% from what we're used to. I was seeing on the Wi-Fi, I was actually watching a video before this on the Travel Scouts, and he put up a chart, and they were raising the Wi-Fi packages on Princess, I believe, anywhere between 31 and 58%, depending on daily or the entire rate of the cruise. And I mean, it was going up like $20, $25.
Well, I was watching Don Family's Adventures. He was saying it was 67% for the internet on the price rise on the Princess cruise line. So I mean, what could possibly happen to make you want to charge 67% more? I mean, that's just unreal.
They
Or
need it.
50% more.
They need it. That's the way they're. I mean, that's the way they figure that they can. You know, I mean, make the money back. And what Princess is doing too is they're urging everybody to join. I think it's Princess Premier or the two clubs that the Wi-Fi
Yes.
comes with. So now you're
Yes.
going to start to see cruise companies begin to start to make these Premier club packages and things like that, where you can kind of jump up and climb up the loyalty ladder, as I like to say, and get different perks that are.
Well, you know what? And I think they started doing that like with Carnival years ago. Years ago with Carnival, they had you could get a good steak in the steakhouse, filet mignon. I mean, you get it; it was included in your price. And then they started going to, well, okay, if you want a better cut of steak, pay us a little extra money, and we'll bring you a better cut of steak. Then they started coming out. Well, here's the steakhouse. You can have the steakhouse. And now I think they try to guide you. A lot of these cruises, they cut down on the quality of the food so that you, hey, I want to go to this, extra pay restaurant or premier restaurant, this one, that one. And it's getting crazy. Let me run down chat real quick.
Mhm.
Lady Check, welcome in, calling in from New Orleans, Nolans. Welcome in. Appreciate you being there. Keisha says, won't hold me back from cruising, just not as much.
Okay.
Well, but that's a change. Yes, you're going to keep cruising, but that's a big change. And I'm with Keisha. You got to be more selective with your cruises because everything is getting so expensive. Not just the cruise price. The cruise prices are going up, but everything else included. I mean, Bahamas, they're going to add an extra tax. Not much, but a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there, 50% here, 30% there. It all adds up, and it all comes out of our pockets. What I'd like to see is like gratuities going up. I like to see the breakdown of what people make on a cruise ship and where the gratuities go.
Actually go, yeah.
I really think that should be part of the accounting that they should be showing everybody as far as, okay, none of the gratuities is going to the cruise line. It's all going to the workers. Because I don't think that's the case. I don't know, but I don't think that's the case. And if that's not the case, that's a shame. Carmen for the win. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here, Carmen.
Carmen.
RMAS 7777. Yes, no, depends on the cost. It does.
And
Ross still gonna
Mona cruises a lot of Royal too, so those are they're not cheap cruises over there on Royal.
No, Ross saying still gonna cruise, just better value.
Yes.
But it's I don't know. Is it still a better value? And now it's becoming so expensive. I don't even know if it's a better value anymore. Not for me. I mean, like families and things like that, maybe. But let's say, well, let's use an example of 7 days on the Jubilee for me was $2,500. Some people $28, $29. I mean, that's a lot of all inclusive right there. If you ask me, when I look at these all inclusives,
Right.
I think Ocean had on where all inclusives are starting to raise their prices too. But that's a lot of money. I can get a lot in the all inclusive.
And that's no drink package. That's no Wi-Fi yet. That's none.
None. A-Rob Vlogs, welcome in, my friend.
Hello, A-Rob.
Thanks for the blessing. Yes, Keisha, thanks for the blessing. Keisha, Bill is so wonderful. Love that dollar clip. Oh, Karen was so much fun. She treated me to dinner when I went over to Australia, and very, very sweet to me. Very sweet. Kathy Mills, I was considering moving towards cruising solo, but with other friends on the cruise. But now I think that moment may have passed me by. I've done it like once or twice but I'm kind of stuck in my ways, Kathy, and I'm kind of like you. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that now. I think instead of going to more cruises, I might be more tempted to just cut down on my cruises. unless I get a deal. See, Carnival's still treating me good, so I still get good deals from them. But once their deals stop or dry up, I mean, we'll just have to see. Princess is trying to push everyone to the Plus and Premier package, so it must be a moneymaker. It is. Hey, you can pay this outrageous amount for Wi-Fi here, but if you join our package, you can save some money. So instead of like a cruise, now you're joining the cruise and getting a special package.
Yes. I see cruise companies moving towards that, though. You know, it's starting to catch on to this bundling effect where people are, you know, seeing the value in bundling. They can give a perceived discount off of the Wi-Fi package and the gym package and the entertainment package and all that, and then charge you one price and then call it something. And then a little bit better and call it something.
Well, I mean, and you know, some of the changes, and this didn't occur this year, but I've really just started noticing it. Like Royal Caribbean, they do dynamic pricing. So it depends on which cruise ship you're on is going to determine how much you pay for something. Going to a Perfect Day at Coco Cay costs you less on an older ship than on a newer ship. To me, that's just greed right there. You know, it's not. I mean, why? Because you can. But why would you do that? If I'm on Enchantment of the Seas, why do I pay less than people on Icon of the Seas? Well, because Icon on Seas people have more money, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of greed. Obama Nola says we bring waters and sodas on the cruises. Not going to pay any extra. The cruise line got their money already, right? I mean, soda. Okay, I understand that, but again, it's $354 for a soda for whatever the 12 ounce, whatever its size soda. So it's a ton of money. Jimmy, the astute tourist, is welcome in. Welcome in. Good evening, all. Hello, Bill and Scott. As a stockholder, I understand. As a cruiser, it's annoying. Yeah, but again, there used to be a thing as fair pricing where the company made their money and people got a good product for that money. But now it seems like it's all about the stockholder. I mean, it's all about whatever the bottom line is to the stockholder. And I think at some point people are going to get fed up.
Already are.
Your favorite couple, welcome in, my friends. Appreciate you being here.
Hello,
Chet. Less excursions, spa, and specialty dining for us to compensate for the rising costs. Exactly. Yeah. But the only problem I have, like with the excursions, that's hitting, like a lot of that is going to be hitting the local economy. And I like, when I go to these places, I like to spend money on the islands. If I'm spending money, I like to spend it with the people that are hosting us. So I do the spa and specialty dining. I'm trying to wean myself off of it, but like I usually do the steakhouse. But I'm trying to wean myself off of it and just stick to the main dining room. Just to cut a couple of dollars off the price.
Yeah.
Denise, okay, guys, heading into work. Have a great day. Good night. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Scrolls us. Now that single rates will more than double, we will now earn double loyalty points. For Royal, my understanding is that you do. For Carnival, you don't. I pay double, but I don't get double points. It would be nice if I did.
Great.
It was fun, Karen. I really enjoyed it. The time of year you went played a part price.
The time of year you go play definitely plays a part in the price.
Oh yeah, it definitely. I mean, again, but that's what you're going to have to finding little ways. Okay, they're going to nickel and dime us. Well, guess what? We're going to nickel and dime you, and that's cutting out on the specialty drinks, the spas, as Chet was saying, the specialty dining. So eventually, I believe it's going to backfire. But as long as the market will bear it, the prices will keep going up. Cruise Nuts, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
Hello, Cruise Nuts.
Emily, thanks for being in here. Thank you, Emily. But it also forces you to get things you don't want. Well, those package deals, they do. Carmen Lynn. Yes, greed. Boys, my friend told me this evening that the Icon is booked until 2026. Is that right? I'm sure it's booking out. I don't believe it's probably sold out till 2026, but I'm sure. I mean, they have no reason to start lowering their prices. It's a hot ship. I even want to go on it.
I'm going on Utopia.
I'm doing Utopia.
Yeah, it's like the iPhone 14. If the 15's coming out, I don't need to get the.
And you know, that's a good segue. People, if you want to go on Utopia, which is Royal's newest new ship, the Icon is kind of out there now, but it's not even officially out there. But the next ship is Utopia of the Seas, and we're going in September.
Yes.
So there's 2 cruises, and Mike is hoping a group cruise on both September 13th through 16th, and 16th through the 20th, I believe.
Yep.
And he had great prices. I don't know what prices he has now, but he has some great prices for a brand new Oasis class ship, which Oasis class ship is a very large ship. So I think I'll be happy, and because I had a good price, I can enjoy it more than what it would cost to get on the Icon of the Seas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Mike Clark. I don't know what Mike Clark does for a living. Yes, I do, but I'm not going to tell you. But he's gone on Icon. So people also Mike Clark. I mean, he has a lot going on. I want to be like Clark when I grow up. He's gone on inaugural cruise for. Yes, I believe it's the inaugural cruise for Icon. So make sure you check him out. Go to his channel. Clark, drop your channel. Go there so you can see the tours and on all the information that he has for the Icon, and not from all these other people, highfalutin people. We're from real people like Mike. He cruises like I cruise. So when I see Mike, when I hear him talk about the food or whatever he talks about, I know he's coming from my angle also. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. The 2 tours. We tend to spend our extra money on excursions, shopping on the islands. Yes, and I believe Scrolls Nest said book your excursions. Yep, there it is. Book your excursions through independent companies and not the cruise line. And I do that. It's cheaper, but we all know the chance that you take if something happens if you're late. Clock double points for solo and double points for suites. I believe that's on Royal.
Suites. Oh, wow.
Armas agrees. Double points. Yes, always going down there. Life with Marlene. Welcome in, Marlene. Appreciate you being here.
Hello, Marlene.
I don't care. Cruising. I don't care to go on Icon. I want to go. I just, again, making life choices going on a cruise is just crazy to me. And that's what it's getting to. Clock Family Adventures. I did have the dates right. So make sure you check out Clock Family Adventures for the group cruise and see if he still has the great rates.
And I believe you and Bill, will be on the first one, the 13th. Well, you might be on both, no?
No, I have another cruise booked after that. So no, I'm going on 13th through the 16th.
So same, just the 13th or 16th. So hey, maybe we can do our is that a Wednesday? Does anybody know if that's Wednesday? If that's Wednesday, we can do our show from the boat.
From the Utopia.
Ship. Oh, I just covered a boat. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, we know what you meant. Ship. Life of Marlene. I just seen an advertisement for Ritz-Carlton Cruise Line. I have not heard of that.
Ooh, the Ritz-Carlton Cruise Lines. They're the luxury cruise lines.
Wow. Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it.
Yes.
Clock says the price of the 4-day has gone up a little bit.
A couple hundred passengers on the Ritz-Carlton Cruise Line.
Oh, no. Yeah. Nope. No.
Those are the type of places that you want to go, though, Bill. You look at those. Those are the expedition and the destination cruises. Those are the little tiny.
I mean, yes, I want to, but yeah, no, unless I hit Mega Millions or something like that. Marlene, how do you book outside the cruise line? You find a travel agent, and there's a couple in here. I'm actually a travel agent, but I don't do it a lot. So I'm not trying to drum up business for me because, well, you'd see me struggling trying to get everything booked. I could do it, but it would just be a struggle. Clock Family Adventures, they're travel advisors. Embarkation Nation, they're travel advisors.
And there's
I know we
websites
have.
too, not to take business away from anybody, but there's websites like resortforaday.com that I've used to book excursions. And that's not just resorts, but they have excursions and other things that you can book too. And there's other websites. I forget the Viator, Viator. That's another one.
We book through Clock and Embarkation Nation. Don't listen to Scott.
Okay,
He's helping you out in real life. I like luxury cruises. Marlene, well, let me know because if you're going on those, I can't afford it. I just want to stow away like in a little closet or whatever.
we want to watch your videos though.
Yes. The astute tourist. We always book excursions through the cruise line. On one excursion, we ended up getting back late from the trip, and because it was a cruise line sponsored excursion, they held the ship.
Yeah.
Yes, and they will hold the ship. But again, if I'm in there for 8 hours, I get off the ship and give myself 4 hours to get back. 3 hours to get back. So I mean, I do. I've never come close to missing the ship, but I don't wait. Like, hey, the excursion goes on to 3 o'clock and the ship pulls out at 4 o'clock. Nope, I can't do that excursion. Oh, I'm down to the bottom. Great.
Whew. Which brings me to I'm gonna start with the next topic.
Go ahead. Let's start with the next topic.
The next change in 2024 that some of you are already seeing, but it's less time in ports and more time on board. Now think about exactly why that benefits the cruise company, while they make it seem like it benefits the cruise passenger. However, it does not, because cruisers, right? They want overnight stays. They want longer stays in ports, and all we're seeing is shorter and shorter and shorter. Why might that be, Armstrong?
Well, it's all about money. So I'm going to say it has to do with money, and the shorter time they probably stay in port, the less money they have to pay the countries as far as being in the port.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, well, let's keep everybody on our ship. And just like a casino in Vegas, they don't want you leaving their property. They want you in the casino. You want some dinner? Go over to that restaurant over there and eat. You want some entertainment? Catch a show over here. Yeah, you have to walk through the casino to get to it, but just head that way. So I would assume that the more time they can keep you on the ship, the more money they make. And with them, especially like these newer ships, Royal, Stars of the Sea, and Utopia, everything is there on the ship for you. And I mean, it's great. Good Life character, Good Life Charters, Oceanside. Welcome in on the Instagram side. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I believe it's probably money related, but they're building these ships now to where when we get on Utopia, I may not get off the ship because I want to see, and I only have 3 days to see it. So all my money is not going to the islands anymore. It's going to be right there on the ship.
That's right. And then the shortened windows too. They always kind of get you right back on, like right around dinner time or right around lunchtime. So they know that you're gonna end up spending more money. You're gonna be there, right? And again, yes, you are right. They are going to have to pay less money to the ports for the less time that they stay in there. And I don't know if they're actually charging you less. I don't think so. So again, a way for cruise companies to make up that deficit from the last couple of years. But again, we're seeing shorter and shorter time in ports. And my question to everybody that is in the chat: do you want to see longer times in ports and overnight stays in these different destinations, whether it's common Nassau, Bahamas, or a more remote destination? Do you want to see more time in those ports, or are you okay with a shorter window and a shorter time? So I want to see more time in the ports.
Well, MSC had longer stay on their private island until like 9 o'clock, and they had a beach party at night, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I would like to see more time in the ports, and especially later in the evening, just because I want to see the nightlife of the port that I'm in, or the country that I'm in, or the city that I'm in. Clark says, I learned the other day that if you take the port number with you and call it if you are late, sometimes they will wait so to take the paper with you just in case. Yeah, what they have is they have a port agent. Every port you'll have a port agent. Take the number, let them know, hey, I'm running late. I'll be there in about a half an hour. This is this is why it happened. And what they do is contact the ship, because the ship, when they say, all aboard and we're leaving at 5:30, they have wiggle time in there. And that's, when I saw something, that's what they were talking about. That wiggle time, as far as 5:30 is not when they start being charged extra. It's let's say 6:30 or 6:15. So they have a little wiggle time, and if they can wait for you, they will, if you give them a call and let them know that, hey, I'm just running late. Team Reese Travel, I see you went from YouTube to the Instagram side. Appreciate you being over there.
Team Reese again.
Spend money on the ship. They want you to spend money on the ship.
That's what they want. That's what they want.
We book our excursions through Viator. They guarantee that they will have you back to the ship on time. Well, I mean, but see, again, what's the guarantee? They all guarantee me, hey, whoever, will you get me back on time? Yeah, I'll get you back on time. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm guaranteed. That doesn't do me any good if they're late. So again, if the ship is gone, you have to be careful. Are they going to fly you to the next port? What happens if the ship leaves? Because some things are out of their control. Are they going to pay? Are they going to pay for your cruise? Are they going to pay or just reimburse you for the excursion? So, I'm leery of everybody, and I'm sure Viator, because you were speaking about them earlier, I'm sure they're good. But again, I'm always leery about secondhand companies when I'm booking excursions. Together we travel. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, Will.
Hello, Will. Oh, Will and I are actually going to be on the Jubilee. I found that out in an earlier chat. I forget what live me and Will were together earlier, but Will, make sure you meet up with me and we get to take a selfie or something together, because I'd love to meet you in person.
Well, and make sure what are we gonna do? Wednesday show next week from the Jubilee.
I plan on it. I hope so.
Okay, Will, make sure Will stops by so he can chat. Come by and say hi to us.
Definitely.
I'm tired of him being secretive. If you want to, Will G, I'm just joking. Keisha H, I have heard that the shorter port times is an effort to reduce the carbon footprint by reducing emissions with lower speeds between ports.
Yes, that's what they want. Yes, absolutely.
They say that. If you're really worried about emissions, though, you wouldn't be cruising. They wouldn't be building bigger and better cruise ships if that was the case.
Hey, it's kind of true. It's true, but
it's true, but it's that's not the reason. It's like they used to deliver. Let's see, and this goes back to the pandemic. Before the pandemic, if you Carnival will give you a gift. If you're a diamond or platinum, they give you a gift. Yeah. But because of the pandemic and they wanted to keep people safe, you had to go to the Pixels to pick it up, the Photoshop to pick it up now.
Yeah.
Really? Why is that? I mean, so now I got to go, not my cabin steward who's coming in my cabin every day. So now I got to go to somebody else to pick it up. I don't understand how that saves you from the pandemic. No. So again, it saves time for the cabin steward, probably having to pass that out to everybody. And so again, I understand why, but again, when they give me answers like the reducing the carbon footprint, yeah, I would have to see the numbers on that, because the ships are in port, they're still running. And then when you're leaving, I mean, you're still running again. I don't know. I mean, you're not going as fast, I guess.
It's an angle for them. They know it's
it is.
sell it. They can sell it. They do a decent job of it anyway. Could we all want to be better for the environment, whether we're cruisers or whether we're not? I mean, at the end of the day, we do. But
We do.
that,
Dang, Bill, you canceled both the cruises I was going to be on. See, I hate that because certain people, you know, you want to meet, say hi, maybe have dinner with. Will J is one of those guys. He's always around, always coming to the chats.
yes.
More time would be good. Are there any ports where you are there at night?
Yeah.
Bermuda used to have one where you stayed a long time, and also MSC stayed. It was like to 9 o'clock,
In Bermuda?
9 p.m. Huh?
In Bermuda?
No, that was on their private island.
Oh, oh, yeah. They're a private island, of course.
And I mean, again, you didn't get to the nightlife, but again, they threw up a beach party, and it was nighttime. The weather was good. I loved it.
I think also, too, from Bermuda, a lot of times you go from New York. So I think that might be one of the only ports. So that's why you spend, Jimmy, that's why you spend a couple days in Bermuda, and then the ship hikes it back up. So I've heard it's really fun. I had a bunch of friends that actually did that. I had to miss out when I lived in New York due to work, but they had a blast. It was
A long time ago. I remember going to Bahamas or Nassau, and Carnival had a ship that it was like a 3-day cruise where it spent the night in Nassau.
well.
And
That was,
I loved it. I thought it was good, but I don't think I've seen it in years.
did you go out and do any of the nightlife in the Bahamas?
I did. I actually had a good time. Oh, it's a little different at night, but I had a good time going to the bars and things like that. I had a good time.
Oh, I bet.
Journey with June and Brady. I'm taking a night excursion in Puerto Vallarta. Ship leaves at 9 p.m. Our arrival time back is scheduled 8:30. Cost me $50 more than Carnival, but cutting it that close seemed worth it.
Yeah. She's going to the Mexican Riviera, I believe, soon. Out of
Okay.
Panorama.
There are places like Roatan that gives fines to excursion companies if they don't get you back on time.
I love her.
Yeah, them getting fined don't help me a bit. They could shut down the company. I'm still stuck here. So I need to get back. Do need to get back on time, but I give myself plenty of time. Hey, we can make all kind of phone calls. My phone works down here. I'll find somebody who can gladly get me back to my ship. I'll pay how much you were charging? Yeah, okay, I'm good.
If I had to be stuck anywhere, I'd be stuck in Roatan. I mean, I'd just be riding those chair lifts back and forth. Oh my, see ya. Pick me up next week.
Oh, thank you, Destination Fun. Destination Fun Sherry. She has posted
Oh,
the group, the Facebook page for Utopia of the Seas. So if you're on Facebook and you want to find out more about the Utopia of the Seas and the group cruise, hit that and take you to the Facebook page and learn everything you want to know about it.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Scrolls Nest. They at one time they did say you had to go to a bar to get your water. Now they let you take the water from your room because again, that people probably just complain so much. That's crazy. The water's right here, and how is that safer for anybody compared to going to a bar to get it? Because that was the whole thing. It was like, yes.
I'll take an orange juice. I'll take a screwdriver. Okay, $14 later for a water and an orange juice.
Sorry, earlier my hands were full of chicken getting dinner ready. Nice.
Sounds good.
I think we're having chicken. Also, if you were to go, also if it is on you to go pick up something while on the cruise, then they know a good percentage will forget. Oh, I don't know how many times I forgot to. Two things. Delivering, they give you like a chocolate delight on a cruise for platinum and diamond, and they used to just bring it to you whatever day it was. Stop it. whatever day they would just bring it to your cabin. But now you have to call down a room service, and I don't know how many times I have not called down to room service for it. So, yep,
They-
they
there
hope
we
you
go.
don't show up.
Anything else for you too? Of course. No, just the free dessert. You sure? Yes, sir.
I'm leery about folk too. My trip in October, I was paying for an excursion, and one of the port guys selling Carnival excursions kept flirting. Ooh, gave me
Here
a
we go.
souvenir and telephone number. Yikes! I was petrified. Bermuda has a 3-day selling.
Mhm.
Buddha of Destiny, Namaste, Dre Raid. Thank you, Buddha. Appreciate that.
Hello, Buddha.
Or Dre Raid.
Thank you, Drea.
Dre.
Drea.
Please hit the thumbs up. Traveling Fools, welcome in. Appreciate you being here.
Yo, yo, yo. Stop traveling fool.
I remember when the cruises used to have full midnight buffets and they had a chocolate buffet. Yes, back in the good old days.
At night. I miss those chocolates on your pillow. I used to eat them. They were so good.
I did too.
Andres.
Carnival has some overnight stays in Bermuda and long stays in Aruba. That'd be nice.
One place
The guy didn't even charge you for the excursion. Nice. I mean, I think. Yeah, it was one charge for Carnival. Scrolls Nest, I was just on the Radiance for 2 weeks ago, and we still had to go to the bar. I mean, if you go to the website, it tells you can pick it up from the bar or your room. So, I mean, again, I don't know. I hope that's not the case. Well, it doesn't really matter. But I go on the Radiance in 2025. That's going to be my group cruise to Hawaii. Is going to be on the Radiance, so they better get their act together by then.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. The Radiance.
Cruising Scene, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here.
Hello, Cruising Team. So, yeah, Will G forgot to pick his up last week, too. They know that. They know, and then they
know it saves the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just reuse them. It's not that, oh, they have 10,000 to give out this cruise, and if they don't, no. They just into the next cruise, and then they open up another box. That's how they.
Uh-oh. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. A super sticker. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Here it comes.
I got to find it now. I forgot where I put it at. Oh, there it is.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Ching, ching, bling, bling, the chatter.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Andrew's not the only one that wants a new camera. Don't forget to check out their new videos too. They're putting out some great videos from the Jubilee, from the second selling, but they're putting out some great videos.
They are.
And also Destination Fun. For people that don't know, Destination Fun does a live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and always great topics. So just make sure you go check out Destination Fun, Sherry, and you'll enjoy yourself. If you like cruising, talking cruising, she sprinkles a little Disney in there too, because I can do a little Disney, and I don't do a lot of Disney, but I can do a little Disney because I want to go, but Disney is another one that's getting so expensive. It's tough to go.
I believe you were a guest co-host, right, this week too on
I was.
Ones.
I mean, and again, I don't do it. I don't do it a lot, but it's a lot of fun, especially when it's a topic and when it's cruising, it's a topic I like. When it's a topic I like, I love it, and she keeps the chat flowing, and she has great questions. She keeps everybody in line, and she has the questions, and she asks everybody. So, really good show. So make sure you check her out. Check out everybody's channel. But
the other day, and I saw it, and I haven't been able to catch a Destination Fun live in a while. And I opened it up, and I saw the panel, and I was just like, "Whoa, there's 4 rock stars here."
Well, I don't know about that, but again, she kept all those rock stars in line.
She does.
Let's see. What's the next topic?
So one of the other topics is actually, so I want you to be the judge, since you've already cruised, twice in 2024? Or 3 times so far? Twice.
No, where did I cruise? I just once. Have I cruised in 2024? Did I? One time.
Once. Okay.
I did November, December, in January.
Well, the end of December. So it was close.
Yes.
The end of December. So almost two. But this whole better cruise ship internet, especially geared towards those who work or vlog or YouTube or things like that. How do you think the Wi-Fi is on the ships and all of these cruise companies shouting from the rooftops that they have the best Wi-Fi?
Well, MSC and Carnival, they had decent Wi-Fi. You run into a problem, like if you're on a ship and going to try to walk around the ship, you're switching. And again, I'm not really a technical guy, but you're going from one router to another, and it messes up the picture. So if you find a good spot, if you just sit there, it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
If I was doing a live from my cabin, it would be fine.
Okay.
So I think the Wi-Fi is better.
Starlink.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know if MSC is on Starlink yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure. So, but the Wi-Fi again, it's good, but do you really need it for a week? Because now and MSC still has pretty good prices. But I mean, again, $150 just for Wi-Fi. What are you doing with the Wi-Fi? Some of us, we kind of work and we have to. We use it to do our show or something like that from the ship. But do you need it every day? And I'm up here playing Candy Crush and all these other games a lot of times.
But
Emily says she has to leave. Bye, Emily.
We'll see you.
Take care. Thanks for being here.
But that leads you to kind of your secret right now, and that kind of leads you to having to choose a couple days on the cruise that may overlap, so you feel like you kind of get those 2 days, but not buying it.
And that's kind of what I do to as a cost saving measure. I do kind of go like 12 noon one day to 12 noon the next day, and that way I have 2 days to check my mail from this day and the next day or whatever. So
it's smart.
I mean, that's what I do to try to save a couple of dollars, even though if you buy it ahead of time, let's say the Wi-Fi is $22 a day, but if you buy it on the ship, it's $35 a day.
Right.
So, you can't get too many days because now you'll be paying the price
of the package
of the Wi-Fi for a week in 3 days. So you have to really look at that to see.
Right, but it's forcing you to look at it. Whereas before, you didn't even think about it when it was $60 or I think it was $49.99.
Didn't even think about it.
Didn't even think about it.
Didn't even think about it.
Add on the whole package. Now it's like, okay, maybe I'll get it 3 days out of the 7, or maybe I'll get it, which is really like 5 or 6, quote unquote.
Who was it? Another problem that's coming in 2024 is all these ships. These islands, a lot of these islands can't handle the people that they bring, and with these major ships coming along, they're gonna have to do some rethinking of what they're gonna do to the ports. Bahamas was ahead of the game, and they just redid the whole port, and it's great because they had so many people. But I believe Princess was just turned away from Roatan.
Yes,
because they couldn't handle another ship there.
Yes.
So I mean, there's a lot of problems in 2024 that's going to have to be thought out as far as how are you going to handle the amount of people with these mega ships, the Icons, the Utopias, the Jubilees, the Princess Sun. How are you? Princess Sun's delayed, by the way. Princess Sun. They're delayed, or Sun Princess. How do you handle all these people, in a manner that the people are happy and the islands are happy?
Yes. And a lot of these areas are environmentally sensitive maritime areas, so when you're trying to get these bigger mega ships, into these ports, the ships they're just too big, and a lot of the ports are turning away these ships due to over tourism, because they know that it's too much for the port itself to handle. So that is a huge change that is coming in 2024 that not a lot of ports really saw or thought about. But as you said, the Bahamas, now we know, why are they building this huge, massive port for Nassau? What they had was fine. Now, ooh.
But again, I'm thinking, and I was talking to like Jennifer from Embarkation Nation earlier. Where do you put all these ships? These massive ships, Miami or Canaveral, Galveston. I mean, the market is growing so fast that you're looking at different ports.
There's only so
Charleston.
many.
Charleston is closing in 2024. That's a big change for Carnival for 2024. They're closing down.
Yep.
So does Norfolk pick up the slack? I mean, you only had one ship down there, but
Yeah.
Jacksonville. I think is it MSC? I think MSC is going to start going out of Jacksonville.
Yes.
It might be 25, but I mean, so that's a change. But all these ships that they're building, and they're not getting rid of a lot of these older ships.
No.
They have to go somewhere, and these ports have to be able to handle these mega ships.
Mega ships, right? They're almost nowhere for them to go. They're running out of port spaces.
Traveling Fools. Anyone know if there's a place to RSVP for the Helen dinner? Looked on Facebook group, but don't see anywhere to do that. I'm not going. I don't plan on going to Helen, so I'm not sure. Destination Fun. If you're still in here, do you know anything about that? Or Clock? The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Welcome in from the Instagram side. Thank you for being there.
Hello, Hillbilly, and hello, Scott McNeil too as well.
It's a shame that you're on the West Coast because you can't get in. You won't come down here too much for the different little events that they have. Even though I'm not going.
I thought about it though, Bill. I did. I've been thinking about it. I watch CME in the morning, and they always talking about it. And, I know Denise is going, and there's so many people that are going that I would be like. Now that I'm like, oh, now there's like 107 people. They said, or 109 people. I'm like, that's a lot of people.
Wow, it is. Traveling Fools. You need to let Darian know your head count. He is on Facebook. The head count for today is up to 102.
There you go, 102. I knew it was over 100. That's crazy. It's crazy. I might. I don't know. It's a far long shot, but I might. I don't know. Then I'll try to talk Warmstrong into it. We down at the bottom?
Not quite. June and Brady. What exactly is Helen? I've heard a bunch, but what the heck is it? Helen is like a little small city, and I think it has a German atmosphere, a Germantown atmosphere, and people are doing a meetup. From a lot of people from YouTube are doing a meetup down there from different niches.
Yeah.
So just a lot of people from YouTube that are meeting down there. A lot of content creators, but also a lot of people who just want to be down there and meet. Because again, it's so much fun when you actually put a face and a personality with somebody that you've been talking to, forever online. So it's just really nice.
Yeah, it's not just content creators, but it is the YouTube community, but viewers, content creators,
yes,
helpers, co-hosts.
It looks like Kathy Mills says it looks like NCL is going to put a ship in Jacksonville, but hadn't heard about MSC. No, it was. If I said MSC, but it was NCL is looking at putting 1 or 2 ships in there.
Another big
because right now I think they only have one ship. I think it's Elation, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
They only have one ship up there. Thank you. So we're probably about ready to wind this up. It's 8:09, so we went a little over.
Yeah, just a little bit, but we covered some really good topics, and I think we kind of gave you some of the reasons as to why the cruise industry now you're seeing some of these changes, and not just price hikes, of course, the price hikes, but why are we seeing them now in 2024 when, the cruising industry was shut down for 2 years in 2020 and 2021? So, now
Do,
now a lot of those things we're starting to see as cruisers.
do you think it's going to change in the next couple of years? I know we're talking about 24, but in the next couple of years, do you see the demand for cruising to going down, or do you just see, hey, three price increases every year for the foreseeable future?
That's really interesting, honestly, because just take a look at the cruising for a lifetime or cruising for a half a year, or the Royal Cruise that's like 9 months or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you look at that and you look at a lot of the videos that you're seeing, right? Yeah, there are some middle-aged people, but there are a lot of younger people that have somehow seemingly found their way to save up a boatload of money to go on that cruise. Whether, I don't know, YouTube paid for it or mom and dad paid for it or they paid for it, I have no idea. But you are now seeing, again, like I said earlier, a younger generation kind of circumnavigating now this cruising industry. So as I think these changes, might polarize some people, again, the cruising industry is now kind of catering towards that younger generation to say, hey, come and work on the ship, but also cruise. But you could do that. That's like this hybrid lifestyle. And it's somewhat kind of affordable, because maybe, before these cruisers, right, the newer generation, Bill, even though I am a younger generation, right, but I'm an older cruise generation because I've been cruising for such a long time, right? They don't know necessarily these price hikes because they're, last couple years they just started cruising. Maybe it's their third cruise, fourth cruise, maybe it's their first or second, so they're not as knowledgeable as some of the people here in the chat and as you and I are to some of these changes that are right in front of our face and why they're actually happening. They're like, hey, I can work in cruise. Yes, let's do it. I'll bring the family.
I mean, it's a good option if you could do it.
Yeah. Flexibility, right? That's the name of the game too. Flexibility, flexibility, flexibility. And that's the thing, right? The older generation has that flexibility. You can go on a cruise tomorrow. If I said, hey, Bill, I got a free room. You want to go on a cruise? You're like, yeah, I'm there. Right.
Travel Around 151, welcome in on the Instagram side. Appreciate you being here.
Travel 151.
I wish I could highlight, the Instagram side, but for whatever reason, they haven't gotten there yet.
It's coming probably. Now, are these changes, and just in closing before we wrap this up, are these changes going to keep you from cruising, Mr. Bill?
It's changing me. It's not going to stop me from cruising, but I do see it slowing me down because you're getting fewer and fewer discounts. Even the off-season cruises are becoming full, and that used to be my go-to. Hey, cruise in September, October. Nobody wants to take a cruise during hurricane season. Well, I guess I was wrong. Eerie Frog, welcome in. Appreciate you being here.
Eerie Frog? No. How about like budget cruising, like Margaritaville at the Sea? I hear they're making a new cruise ship that we can go on. I'm sure for a couple $100. Armstrong.
Well, again, I'm not paying a couple $100. I'm doing an inaugural cruise, and it's costing me money. But I'm doing it to go cruise with Edna's World and her group, Life with V, and it should be fun. I want to see what the prices are like later on in the year, as far as what the cost
so you're
would be.
Already booked on that island, the new one?
Yes, I'm booked. We talked about it. The inaugural. Don't ask me what day it is. June 14th, maybe. Sometime. I think it's sometime in June. I think.
Okay, I have to find out more information now. I thought you were looking at it. I didn't know you actually.
No, well, I mean, whatever it was, whatever it's $50, $100. I don't know I forget what the down payment was.
Yep.
So yes, technically I am booked.
I would want to go. Honestly, I looked at it, and I know we did a little show segment on it too, and it looked interesting. And I really loved the first one, and it was cheap enough. Hey, I'll even go on the first one. That's fine. You guys can ride the if I don't make the inaugural, you guys can ride that ship a little bit, and then I'll see it in like December. But hey,
Oh no, I'm definitely going to go back on it. As long as the price is right, I'm definitely going back on it. So we can put together a cruise. Because again, I think the price point would be good.
yeah, Christmas Margaritaville at sea. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Destination Fun says June Margaritaville at sea out of Tampa. So yeah, I think it's June 14th,
Nice, awesome.
and like a 5-day cruise, I believe.
Is it 5? That's awesome. That's awesome.
I believe so.
Thought it was gonna be-
Julian Brady, we are going to Alaska in May. My number 2 bucket lister.
Yes,
You're
She
gonna
did
love
not when we went last year, so that was just
June.
great. Yep,
you're gonna love it. You're gonna definitely love it.
gonna be amazing.
So Scott, what do you have going on with your channel again? Let's for people that maybe weren't here in the beginning. What do you have going on?
So tomorrow, I believe, as of now, I will be going live with a Thirsty Thursday trivia, sorta, kind of. I believe I am going to have another special guest host, but it may end up being the Thursday co-host. I believe Jimmy and I will, the astute tourist, will be conjoining again together and doing some kind of show. There'll be some kind of trivia too, so we can kind of, keep both audiences entertained for the hour. But I believe he had said that he wanted to do that, so I'll contact him after this. I'm looking forward to it. I know we did a live last week. Jimmy and I joined his live on Friday morning, and that was so much fun. So I look forward
Nice.
to that tomorrow, and then I'll have some vlogs, many vlogs. I was told we're going to have a lot of content coming up on this Jubilee cruise because I am going on the Jubilee cruise with another cruise YouTuber. His name is Richard from No Pants Profits. So we have, he sent me the list today, and my jaw dropped on the floor with the ideas that he has for these videos and the mindset and the production he has for these coming together. And I mean, I can't wait to watch them on my channel. I can't wait to see myself in character. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. It should be good. I enjoyed his one where he did the 15 drinks on Carnival, the drink package with his breathalyzer and all that other good stuff. It keeps popping up in my feed now. It's up to like 85,000 views.
Yeah. He's got a lot on that one. So it's going to be something sort of like that, but I know I'm going to be some sort of character for 7 days. So tune into those vlogs. They'll be posted actually while I'm on the ship for once.
Sweet.
Is what I was told. But yeah, that's it for controversial cruising. So tune in. How about
Okay.
yourself?
Man, I got so much going on. This weekend I plan on going to Vegas to watch the Lions play, but in Vegas. Now I'm not going to San Francisco. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to hang out at the casinos, at the sports books, make a couple of bets on the Lions. So I'm going down Saturday. I'll probably be back Monday-ish. And tomorrow, I'm skipping tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing Banter with Bill. I'm going to do my review of the MSC Seashore that I just got off of.
Nice.
I will have a premiere of a video coming out right after that at 6:00 from the Jubilee. It's the video show that they have by the Dr. Inks bar in the Currents Zone. So I will. It's just basically just the show. So I'm not talking anything like that. So it's about a 6-7 minute video.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yep. And then I think that's it for the upcoming week.
Okay.
3 weeks. I'm going. Did I tell you I'm going to Hawaii in about 3 weeks
Hawaii on a cruise?
on a cruise. I'm doing a 15-day cruise, February 17th. So I got a lot coming up. A lot of content coming out. People subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button. You never know when I'm gonna come on, pop on live. I have a real problem though. When I get overwhelmed, I kind of shut down. So now it's like as I get more and more content, I'm still putting out Jubilee content. Well, I just got off the MSC Seashore, so now I'm trying to get that out of the way also. So I mean, I know first world problems say, "Oh, you've been on too many cruises, too much content." I know first world problems. I get it, But I'm
You're
trying to.
slowing
I'm trying to
down in
keep up,
2024, though. You're slowing down in 2024. Is what you've told us.
sort of.
So
We'll see. Because yeah, we'll see. If Carnival keeps giving me deals, I want June. I'm doing Margaritaville. July, I want to do. It's the Meet and I for people that were around, and I was nominated for a Meet and I award for best solo cruiser for 2023. I didn't win. I Love Cruising Royal won that award, but they're doing a group cruise in July near my birthday, July 27th, and I want to do that because I want to meet them. They're great people. I believe somebody in this chat might be going on that cruise. I won't say their name. I've said it a million times before, but I don't know. I mean, it's hopefully is a busy year. Say again.
No, I said missed you too, Everett Rock.
Oh, Airy Frog. Yep. He comes on every now and then. Airy Frog. If you get a chance, Airy Frog, type #strong and connect with Airy Frog. You know, I think he uses like this as you know, part of his way to just coping with life. You know, sometimes life's, and he's a sociable person. So go on and connect to Airy Frog. Say hi. Watch a video or two. I've been on Airy Frog ever since I pretty much started YouTube. I am Betty J Gathers. She goes she goes live every. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, Betty's gonna be mad at me. I think she went live today. I this morning at 9:30. I missed it.
Yeah, you did. I was in it. The beginning
My
of it.
goodness.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. So I gotta go back and watch that. But there's so many people that you know were with me from the very beginning of this journey. And again, it's not the size of the channels. It's not the you know how many views. It's getting to know the people and just interacting with them. And I just love this group. And Airy Frog is part of that group.
Yep, for sure.
Bill, you got to come. I'm ready to be your good luck charm at the casino. Nice. Okay, Keisha. I lose my money at the casino. We all do.
Yeah.
Airy Frog. It's not just you. They don't build those casinos because, well, they're giving out money. Yeah, you lose. I don't care what people tell you. They lose.
Apparently, I'm told I'm not going to be losing money in the casino next week with No Pants Profits. So he's been putting out roulette videos and gambling videos. So apparently, I'm not going to lose. So
Clark did that with me. He put out some videos with me and how to gamble, and he had a strategy. It wasn't bad. He got it from See Me Traveling, Kurt. And it wasn't bad. I mean, I can see it. When we cruise together, we'll talk about different roulette strategy. Keisha, she was live, Billy. You're on the doodle list, little brother. Yeah. I mean, she's live with videos now, and she does all these shorts. So her thing is always popping up. And for some reason, maybe I wasn't on. I probably wasn't on YouTube in the morning, so nothing ever popped up. But usually, I know, you know, I remember the days. But now she just goes live like every day. Not live. I'm sorry, not live every day, but she goes on quite a bit. But she doesn't do premieres anymore, and it's just kind of like random, except for Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. So check out Betty. I am Betty J Gathers.
I love morning shows. That's my favorite time to watch YouTube. I know we're going over and now we're just ranting, but I love YouTube in the morning. That's my favorite time to watch YouTube. So.
I'm not a morning person. I usually, 10:30 is when I'll start cutting on YouTube.
4 a.m. It's Astute Tourist.
Every time if I wake up, have to go to a restroom or something like that, I turn on Jimmy, the Astute Tourist.
Yeah.
I believe that's about it.
We have the one other person came into On Deck with CB.
Oh, On Deck with, how did I miss them? I think I read the name in my head. I was like, On Deck with CB. Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here. I haven't been over their channel in a while. They were booming. They love. I'm sorry. People love watching them. They had views even before they had the subscribers and everything. I mean, they were getting tons and tons of views. It's like the personality. They really have a good personality for YouTube.
They're very relatable too. You know, they were like my Alaska buddies. We missed each other by like a week. We went on 2 different ships, but we missed each other by like a week. I'm sure we passed each other. But I was watching their Alaska content before I was going in after I came back. So
they're also travel agents, also, I believe. So if you need a travel agent, check out On Deck with CB.
Definitely.
He does. He has a voice, Keisha. He does have a good voice for radio, for television.
Yep. Him and Darian both. If I like the first time I heard Darian too, I was like, whoa, he's got a voice for radio. And the same thing I thought about Jimmy too. Like you don't even need a video to listen to both of them.
Right. Up at 4:30 every morning. Ah, yikes.
Me too.
Prepare for the live at 6. What time do you go to bed? See, I stay up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning a lot of nights.
Usually I'm in bed lately just because I've been moving lately. It's been late. 9 o'clock-ish, give or take.
Okay. I know that's kind of like off topic, whatever. And Jimmy said,
No,
"Oh,
super
no."
early. I try just because I know I get up so early, and I'm a big coffee drinker, so I enjoy coffee everywhere. I enjoy coffee on a cruise ship. I enjoy coffee early in the morning. I enjoy coffee on my balcony early in the morning. So that's just I'm an early riser, I guess they'd say. Even on my days off too, which I don't have any anymore, but used to on my days off, still up 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
If you get a chance to cruise with Jimmy, make sure you get out there and do it.
Oh, we're definitely going to. I am. Who said that? And Jimmy,
Well, we are.
Message you after this show too about Tomato because he's selling the channel.
Okay, in bed about 8:30. That's not 3 minutes. Well, everybody, we are going to get ready to end this live. We appreciate you coming out here. We know did a little bit of overtime today, but we appreciate you being here as always. Don't forget to check out Banter with Bill tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and directly after that at 6 p.m. I have a premiere going up. Appreciate if you could stick around for that also. And Scott, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Check out him and Jimmy, possibly, or is it?
Yeah. Yep.
You and Jimmy to 7 p.m. for Thursday trivia. TTT.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Make sure bring your drink, people.
Bring your drinks, alcoholic or not. This is just water too. And also for your Carnival cruisers, loyal Carnival cruisers, you guys know this is the best water, even if you have to pay for it because you don't have the drink package. It's the best water. Bill, please tell me you've had this one before on Carnival.
I think I just had it on MSC at the main dining room. That's what they gave us for water.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. And again, thank you to all of our mods too, and everybody that has stayed with us. Thank you always. Our mods are amazing. Our mods are great. One of the reasons why we can do this show is because of our mods. We
appreciate it.
Yep. And I'm going to go over to Antoinette at Fun too. I don't know if you are, Bill, but I'm going to go over to Antoinette at Fun. We ran a little late, but she is still on and she is still live. So if you guys do go over there, just a little cruise talk raid would be great on our behalf. So I know where you came from.
We'd like it. Okay, everybody. Well, we're going to get ready to end this stream. Always make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.